What's going on, man? Welcome back to the basement. I'm Ron, and I never go back on my word. I said we will be live streaming every day. I don't know. What day is it today? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all the way until kickoff on Thursday. Welcome in, fellas. Let me know. If you guys are in this stream, let me know in the chat. I'm going to check it out in a second. But we're going to be hopping on a nice little sleeper draft. We got a subscriber league, Patreon league, where we're going to hop in and do one of these drafts so you guys can actually see me in real time, execute the strategies that I've been just rambling on and on about. What's going on, fellas? Christian's in here. What's up? Said nothing better than coming home from a cross-country meet and watching a Ron Stewart video. I appreciate that, brother. Nothing better than hopping on here with lights in my face, drafting, having a good time with you fellas. It's my first live here. Welcome to the chat. I don't know if I should call you Aaron Jones, like the Green Bay running back. You in for a treat then? Of course. What's good, Ben? Eddie, what's good, brother? And you said Ben destroying underdog drafters using 0 RB. Now, if you guys are not on underdog, make sure you use my promo code RON. When you deposit $10, you get $25 as a nice little bonus in there. Today we're going to be doing on Sleeper. I don't want to do every night on underdog. We're probably going to do underdog like every other night. We'll mix in some things. I got some plans for high stakes leagues. We're going to do at least one FFPC high stakes fantasy football league, which is like $350 buy-in. So what's up, Miguel? What's up, brother? Aaron Jones, like the Green Bay running back. Everybody that's in here, make sure you go down below. Leave a like on this video. It helps us out in the algorithm. Now let's pull some things up here. All right, so we'll share our screen. We got Sleeper going. Let me hop in here. Can I hop in the draft room? Yep. All right, so we got Sleeper going. Damn, I'm like the last person in here. All right, so what else do I need to pull up? Oh, yeah, so the rankings, I'm going to pull up the rankings on the other screen. If you guys want access to my rankings, tiers, all that. Welcome in, everybody. Just doing some housekeeping. All right, so we got this draft. If anybody has any like fantasy, I'll do a nice little Q&A before we really get rolling here because it's gonna be a little bit more strategy here where I'm actually going to be kind of like focused in on the draft itself. Let me pull up my ranks from Google Drive real quick. Now, when I'm actually using my Patreon ranks, fellas, for all the guys out there that have my rankings, I usually get my rankings up and I make a copy of them so I can just cross right off the list, and I literally just go down the list, cross things off so I can kind of get a better idea of what's available on the board. Right, so there's our copy. Drafting out of the 9 spot here. I haven't drafted out of the 9 spot yet, but it's just like a very boring pick there anyways. All right, so let's put this. We're going to do a nice little split screen going on here. For anybody out there that's just joining, welcome in, fellas. Got a nice draft on our hands. The stream could be clutch. My draft is in 30 minutes. Okay. Isaiah, you're saying that you're worried that you stacked too many players, brother? Said I feel worried because I stacked too many. Herbert and Allen, you should be I made a video on this, but you want to be stacking. Quarterback, wide receiver is a very good thing. Cook and Jefferson, that's a little bit worse, but it's not a big deal. 2 players on the same team, I never really care about, to be honest with you guys. 2 players on the same team is not a big deal. I'm pick 9 in a 14 half PPR. I'm getting Devontae first round. Do I need to force RB second round like CEH, or should I take Ridley Metcalf? How many wide receivers in flex spots? Personally, almost no way. there's almost no way that I would need to, like, I wouldn't force it. I personally go Ridley Metcalf. Drafted from the 9 spot on Sunday and got JT, then doored with Najee. Or backdoored with Najee. That's not bad. I personally don't love Najee Harris at the beginning of the second, but that's just me. Dude, I got a lot of heads from Australia. George Ali, a longtime subscriber of the channel, is from Australia. We got heads from Australia. What time is it over there, Mitchell? Let me know. If I was to guess, I'll top my head. Should the draft be starting right now? No, 8:27. But what's up, my brother? If I was to guess, I would say 11 a.m. That's my guess. How do you feel about Mostert-Sermon combo? Usually, no. Please do not do that. Fellas, I have actually gotten this question a weird amount of times. Please do not do that. You don't want to lock up, like, you're wasting a pick. Like, you're essentially burning your 6th-round pick if you do that. Don't draft both of them. You have to make the bet on one of them, because when you start hedging your bets like that, you're essentially drafting a handcuff in the same rounds. You don't want to ever start both of them on the same week. That's not a good idea. Trust that you don't want that. Now, just for anybody else that's hopping in here, this is our subscriber league draft right here, where it's going to be, let's actually break this down a little bit. It's going to be 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers. It's all PPR, tight end, 2 flexes, and 7 bench spots. This is a live money draft just for like $35, but something fun with the patrons. 2 wide receivers, 1 flex, then, and that scenario, I personally still go the wide receiver, but I wouldn't knock you for wanting to go running back there. Would I trade JT and Aaron Jones for Cook and Terry? I prefer JT Aaron Jones side. Stack Tannehill with AJ and Julio. So AJ Brown, then Waller with Ruggs, Edwards and Drake. That's not bad. I would say like 4 players on the same team is probably not the Raiders stack. I would have probably stopped after Waller, Ruggs, and then maybe Edwards. But I think the rest of them are solid. Just got to do a 0 RB because I don't understand how I can get 2 running backs that can actually win me a league. How do you collect these running backs? Well, you don't have to just collect running backs. You can go like in round 7, 8, 9. You can get guys like Trey Sermon. You can get guys like Javonte Williams to play running back for you. Mostert's not bad. Ronald Jones isn't bad. I mean, like a James Conner, a Zach Moss, AJ Dillon. Like there's plenty of guys that are late. This mock draft or live money draft? This is a live money draft, my brother. High stakes. It's not actually, but it's a nice little subscriber league draft. Hey, you devilishly handsome hombre. I appreciate that, brother. That's an interesting username. Interesting. State $35. High stakes. Do you think Winston is going to stay? Do you think Winston is going to stay started throughout the year if he starts throwing hot trash? Bro, I literally reminded him yesterday, and I reminded him like twice today. I told him, bro, 8:30. That's when we're drafting Husima. As I often refer to him. We're at 46 people right now. Please, if you are in this live stream, you are seeing my beautiful face, or not, it's overstatement, but still, make sure you go down below, leave a like. It's huge for us. How many people are in the stream? How many people have liked the video is the question of the day. How many people are in the stream? Oh, Jesus. 7 likes, fellas. That's where we're at here. How would you ever go 0 RB and 2 wide receiver, 1 flex? Probably not. What do you think about taking Gibson in the 2nd round as an anchor after taking Adams in the 1st? That is one of my favorite ways to start a draft. Or again, one of these drafts, pretty much this is where the patrons are at. So they pay $5 a month. They grab my rankings, they get my fantasy advice and everything. So I rounded up a bunch of the ones that were interested in a draft. We hopped in here. Now I gotta, like, do I have to manually start this? Oh, this is my bad. Should I be manually starting this? I thought that Sleeper would just start it on his own. Hold on. Okay, so I have to manually. Okay, 8:30. We're starting it, fellas. Hopefully everybody is here. I know Husimo, we don't really know where he's at. It seems like everybody's here. Let's go, baby. I'm gonna be sort of looking. Kevin, that's true. That's true. If your beautiful faces are watching this right now, leave a like. That's my bad. Like I said, I fired up the video. Man. And of course, T-Law Dynasty, the boy. Got Christian McCaffrey at the 101. That's honestly like I still haven't been blessed with a 101 yet. I haven't been blessed. I'm not there yet. And this is going to be, fellas, this is going to be a wide receiver heavy draft. As you can see, we already have Devontae Adams go 104. These are all guys using my rankings that watch the videos. This is not going to be a video, or this is not going to be a league that is friendly for, taking wide receiver late. This is not going to be an easy draft room to maneuver at all. Zeke off the board. Respect, brother. That's rare. That's rare for patrons, but at the same time, I honestly want you guys to deviate from the rankings a little bit. If everybody just goes straight down the rankings, it'd be kind of a shit show here. But yeah, I don't know how to. I can't give too much insight of what I'm thinking here. But I mean, Tyreek Hill at the 106. I don't love Ezekiel Elliott at the 105. I had made a video today where I was kind of shitting on Ezekiel Elliott, and it just comes down to the fact that I'm not really into him. Like I'm not huge into Ezekiel Elliott when it comes to like the 105. He finishes the RB14 last year. I'm a big fan of guys. They suck one year and you get a discount on them. There's no discount on Ezekiel Elliott. Like there is none. And I don't mean to flame people's picks in here. That's not really what I'm doing. But I hope KB9, Packers fan, go take Aaron Jones. Take Aaron Jones so I don't have to. Is this this is full PPR. And like I was saying with Ezekiel Elliott, I'm just not a massive fan. I also think Tony Pollard's a stud. So what are we looking at here? We got some ideas. I got some ideas. We're waiting to see what KB9 does. Aaron Jones at the 108. The solid pick. We're gonna go Saquon. I haven't started a draft with Saquon yet, and if he's going to sit here at the 109, I will be taking him. I'll be taking him. I haven't had the opportunity to take him yet. I think Saquon to me, I said this in my RB tier list video. To me, if he had no ACL problems and he was fully healthy, he would genuinely be my 102. And it seems like he's going to be back for week 1. Or not even back. Like it seems like he's going to be like legitimately back for week 1. You said, should I go Kelsey at the 104 in a 10-team PPR small starting lineups? Honestly, I don't hate it. In those leagues, I don't mind prioritizing the starting lineup. I don't mind it. This is a little bit of a deeper league with 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, a tight end, and 2 flexes. So I did have Kelsey on my mind there, but I wanted to lock in Saquon because I just haven't been able to. I don't know. It's been rare for me in all my drafts so far. I've gone wide receiver first round. I have 3 seasonal leagues so far. This is number 4 on the year. Yeah, I go Saquon over Zeke at 5. Zeke. Now, as much as I don't love Zeke, I'm answering this. I got to remember to put this up when I'm actually like answering things. Is Reynoldson here? This would be bad. I thought that he was in here. Has he said anything in chat? I could have sworn I saw him live. Please don't get autoed in your first pick. Please don't. I'd actually be upset. Brother. I mean, Derrick Henry at the 111. That's great value compared to where he goes. Man, I don't know what to do. Oh man, he got autoed both his picks. I mean, we made it clear. I added everybody numerous times. I hate that had to happen there. So Derrick Henry goes, Nick Chubb goes, Eckler goes, Gibson goes. Let's see where Pesky goes here. Calvin Ridley. This is actually very fun. I never do this, but I will right here. Saquon Barkley, Jonathan Taylor start is juicy. I almost never do that. Oh, should I have paused it for him? Jesus Christ. What is his picture? This is a shit show. I'll be honest with you guys. We literally said 8:30 draft time. What do you guys think needs to happen here? I mean, he got Henry and Chubb. That's not bad. What do we do? I'm going to add him in Discord real quick. Hold on, fellas. Jeez, this is not good. He literally was just talking on Discord. I just don't want to have somebody like he could just like refund his fucking he could just refund his thing. I don't know. I just don't need the headache, I guess. So Calvin Ridley is gone, Taylor is gone. I haven't been keeping up with anything. AJ Brown is gone. He literally paid for this league and everything. Yeah, I hit him up on Discord. I don't know how else to get to him. I'm gonna DM him too and see if that works. God damn it. That sucks. All right, whatever. We won't let that bring us down. I hope that he comes back. I don't like this. If he autos his entire draft, man, I'd be upset. Jonathan Taylor, Mixon, Najee is gone. Waller is gone. Kittle. I don't know. What do you guys think needs to happen? What's the buy-in? I'll take the squad. I wish I could. I don't think there's any way for me to like swap them out mid-draft. Yeah, the buy-in was literally just like $35. It wasn't anything crazy. Hold on. Dang, man. All right, whatever. I guess. I mean, he's been blessed with a nice team so far. It just comes down to if like just oh man. I don't know. All right, I don't know what to do, man. Should I have no problem giving it to one of the people in chat and I will literally just make the picks. But Jesus, man. Cuz I don't want to boot him. He already paid his $35. You're saying there's people there. All right. What do you guys think? Because I don't want him to auto his team and then ruin his team and then not play. At the very least, I think, Smooth, are you going to be here? Because I will nominate you to, at the very least, pick his team. And if he's not happy with it, it can be yours. Or if anybody wants that proposition, you can have it. If I can figure out how to take him off of auto. The problem is he's on auto, so it's going to... how do I take him off of auto? Pause and unpause. Okay, hold on. Still has him on auto. I don't know. Should I auto again? What are we saying? Or I mean, should I pause it? What should I do? I don't know. I mean, it's not like he's getting the worst team in the world. But I just don't know. I would love to have one of you guys fill in, but this is a subscriber league. Hold on. All right, let's actually hold on. Let's fix this. Hold on. All right, let's think this through for a second. Hold on. Can I remove him mid draft? And can I fill somebody else in there? Hold on. All right, this is insanely annoying. I hate to do this to the league. Like, this is very bad. All right. Hold on. Now, if I remove him, hold on. I'm going to send a link in a second. EG3, I'm going to send you this link. Yeah, EG3, I'm going to send you a link because I know you'll pay and shit. Hold on. All right, join. I'll have you pay later, EG3. All right, we're going to be good in a second. We'll be back on in a second. All right, now EG3's in there. All right, we're good. That's all right. All right, and we're back on. Everybody is here. I'm gonna run out the clock a little bit while we're waiting for a second. And I can't believe that all right, so we'll get that out of here. Cup is gone, DJ Moore is gone. All right, so we're back. Everything is fine. Nothing ever happened. Nothing ever happened, fellas. Just everything that you guys have seen, up until this point, just wipe it away. Take this second to breathe. We're good. We got somebody in. All right. So this pick is going to be Amari Cooper if he's here. Yeah. All right. So there's Amari. We're good to go. And I feel bad because the guy that I had to remove is like a really good Patreon member. He's a really cool guy too. Like, it's not no slander towards that guy's name. Oh. Oh my God. I forgot to put the draft screen back on. That is my bad. That is my bad. Here she is. Sorry about that, fellas. And Smooth, that's my bad. I just have EG3's he's been here since I've had like less than 500 subscribers, and I have his DMs on Discord. So it was just something quick on the fly. All right, so Mahomes goes, Godwin goes, and now we're back in. We're now at Zen. We're locked in. All right. How are we liking the team, dude? Saquon and JT I'm very excited about that. That is a very fun setup. Let me get off. I'm not even thinking about wide receiver. Let me get that off the screen, fellas. How many picks is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm literally cool with any of these 5 wide receivers that I like on my screen. But so what has actually happened in this draft room? Yeah, Eduardo, this is PPR. Yo, if you are genuinely a thumbnail guy, or if there's anybody out there that wants to edit, do thumbnails, anything like that for the channel, hit me up in Twitter DMs and we'll set something up, man. All right, so Woods goes. Who do you guys prefer between Woods and Kupp? I genuinely don't really have a preference. Got a little bit of water on the keyboard. We're rolling. I also said in a video I recorded yesterday, I genuinely do think if like Kupp wasn't this like white slot receiver, kind of like an Edelman, I think we'd probably like him a little more. I don't know if that's wild to say. Yeah, see, everyone's split. Kupp, Woods, Woods. Alex, you said you got Will Fuller at the 126? Jesus Christ, man. I'm trying to think. Yeah, so this is a heavy wide receiver room. We got all blue. We still got guys like Chris Carson on the board, James Robinson. So now I'm thinking we got our two running backs. It does suck that tight end is looking slow. I got some ideas though. I will be honest. I have already done some drafts and I already have some players rostered. So I'm kind of just in a spot where I'm down to kind of diversify my shares a little bit. So Higgins goes. All right, so this is going to be Mike Evans. I don't take a lot of Mike Evans, but he makes sense in this spot. Man, this is a bad room to be in for wide receivers, man. This is bad. We're already staring down the barrel of Jamar Chase, Deontay Johnson, Ayuk in the middle of the 5th round. And that's because everybody in here is like a wide receiver heavy enthusiast, damn near. We do have Husimo going with a nice little RB tight end RB start. This is Husimo's second team now that I know of him drafting with Clyde on it. So Ayuk goes. God, Ayuk at the 4. Like that is in this room. That is the next best wide receiver, but Ayuk at the 405 is a tough pull for me. Deontay Johnson. Also going to say, what do you guys think is like a fair spot for Mahomes? So I think like 310, fine. I personally can't get there. Bad burrito. It's as if Ron's rankings are conducting this draft. Yeah, things are getting the wide receiver thirst is ugly. That's why in this like in a draft room like this, 0 RB is almost better in a draft room like this because you can get out ahead of the wide receiver thirst because wide receiver is going to dry up here. And that's kind of the hole that I've dug myself after going 2 running backs. The running back or the wide receivers will dry up. Or the wide receivers will dry up where it gets to be like 6th round. You have to take like LaVisca Chenault at the 601. You're that high on Ayuk, EG3? I don't know how to feel about Julio. Like Julio could just still be Julio. He has been great with Calvin Ridley next to him. This is the latest that Julio's ever gone in drafts. That's why even last year he was like a late second guy. He was like around here. Chris Carson goes. Pitts. Okay. We see a nice little, almost like a pure 0 RB start from Jake Williams. I'd love to see somebody in this league go with a pure 0 RB start. I would have been interested in it, but I couldn't. Jamar Chase has been something that's like kind of interesting in my rankings so far. I'm not big into thinking or like, overrating the preseason. I know that he dropped the bubble screen. He hasn't been looking good. And I did move him down. I moved him down below. I used to have him like here. Now I have him below Deontay, below Claypool. Where else did I put him? Yeah, I put him below those two guys. And it's gotten to a point where, I don't know, man. It's tough. Like, as a rookie wide receiver, it's very tough. Like, CeeDee Lamb was like a 7th round pick last year. Justin Jefferson was like a really late round pick. I think you're baking in a lot of the risk in there, but that just feels like such a square take. I keep on seeing that on Twitter of like analysts saying, "Oh, don't draft Jamar Chase. Like, rookie wide receivers don't produce." The thing about Jamar Chase is that he's a damn unicorn. He is one of the best wide receivers we've ever scouted since like Amari Cooper, Julio. But even Amari Cooper, his rookie year, had a similar ADP to Jamar Chase, but he didn't really pay off that great. I think that he like barely paid off that cost. So I have a hard time. Like, Jamar Chase would have to do something historic, but I also think if someone could do it, it would be Chase. And if Chase came out here and he genuinely came out here and like ripped up the league, like what's his name did last year. Justin Jefferson, after outplaying Justin Jefferson last year, it wouldn't shock me at all. It wouldn't. Or he didn't outplay Justin Jefferson last year. He outplayed him in college, or like played at the same level as Justin Jefferson while also being a year younger. That's what I was trying to think of. But yeah, he was like a year younger, balled out of control on that team, played as like the X wide receiver while Justin Jefferson played on the inside. God. Love that pick from Husimo. Just a classic Husimo pick. Kenny Golladay in the 5th. Why not? Man, so things are really drying up. Things are really drying up. Do I wish I forced wide receiver? Maybe if I could win Kelsey. I don't know, man. So who is gone? All right, so Javonte went. Hawkinson went. I got an idea for this pick. I got a few tricks up my sleeve, and that was it. That was him. That was the trick up my sleeve. It was Mark Andrews. Couldn't get him. I got some weird decisions here. I hate what's on the board right now. I really do. I hate what's on the board. I actually agree with you with Diggs in that spot. That I think Mark Andrews is still fine. I think Mark Andrews was a good pick. That's who I was thinking. But man, so I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't even really have a game plan here. So there goes Judy. Oh, man. Look, this is not a normal draft room. This is what it comes to. This is genuinely what it comes to. Oh, man. Things have gotten ugly in this draft room. Man, I wanted Mark Andrews here bad. I wanted Mark Andrews here so bad. Oh, man. This draft room makes me sick. The 509. Are you really going to make me take Robbie Anderson at the fucking 509? Like, I don't think that Josh Allen's a bad pick. All right, Robbie Anderson. I just know in this draft, I'm going to get behind on wide receiver, and it's going to dry up fast, and I need to scoop them up now. That's kind of just what that comes down to. Robbie Anderson at the 509 is not fun for anybody. That is not fun for anybody. But I know in this room it had to happen. Miles Sanders was a great pick here, though. I just think I'm very much a construction-based drafter. I can't take Miles there. This is a spot where I have to stack up my wide receivers. Wide receivers are going to dry up very fast here. I don't love Miles Sanders, and when I have Saquon Barkley and Jonathan Taylor, I want to lock those in and literally not touch them. And this isn't best ball. This is like a normal managed league. Gus Edwards, that's interesting. That is very interesting. Just know I got a couple tricks on my sleeves here, or sleeve. What's the team look like? Saquon, JT, Amari Cooper, Mike Evans, Robbie. I don't mind it. Josh Allen. Here's the thing, man. I've been in draft rooms like this. We're going to see some crazy quarterback values later on, man. These aren't guys that are going to take 2 quarterbacks. There's going to be plenty of quarterbacks to be had later on. And like I said, I'm going to get behind that wide receiver here. Robbie Anderson at the 509 doesn't feel great, but that's just where he's at, where I have to take him. Just like Judy at the 508. And I'm not that high on Josh Allen, to be honest. I also knew he already had Mahomes. I have Josh Allen and like another quarterback in the same tier. If EG3 wants to take him, I don't really care. And I think Miles Sanders actually made some sense. I just don't personally love Miles Sanders. And like I said, I needed to catch up at wide receiver. This is just a draft room where you have to catch up. You see how things are shaking out. The problem is it's going to be ugly at tight end for me. I got some ideas. Jimmy Garoppolo with 2 seconds left. It's going to be Josh Jacobs. Darrell Henderson. Okay. Oh, Cortland Sutton. Okay. That's a good pick. Let's see what we got here. I got some ideas. I got some. Sometimes forced to play board all drafts. Diff. Yeah, 100%, 1,000%. And I've had to learn that the hard way. And now we are at a spot where I'm going to talk in a second. I don't think there's any chance I get sniped here, but we will see. But like it's ugly. You're going to have to take. Now we are in the 6th round. You are going to have to take in the 6th round. You're going to have to take a Debo in the 6th, a Juju in the 6th, a Laviska Shenault in the 6th. No one wants to make that pick. Yeah, I actually agree. I think that's one of the sexiest starts so far. I think that's a good start. I do like Willem's start. I think EJM has a nice start. Yeah, so Chenault goes there. That's the problem. And that's why I don't mind taking Robbie Anderson there, because now I'm going to take Lamar Jackson in the 6th round. And I know that Josh Allen was who you thought was the pick early on. Whoever commented that. That doesn't feel great. I wanted to keep stacking wide receivers, but without the value there, I've said this in like numerous videos. I've said this in numerous videos. What am I trying to say here? In the 6th round, I'm looking at Sutton, Robbie Anderson, Mark Andrews, Hawkinson, Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray. If any of those guys make it to the 6th round, I'm usually hopping on them. Pause. Not hopping on them, but drafting that player. But yeah, this is a genuine degenerate board right now. This is a legitimate degenerate board. Like, we have so much blue. I'm gonna really be interested to see what T-Law Dynasty does at the wide receiver position. I think it's going to get very ugly very quickly. I think it's not a bad idea to kind of zig when others are zagging in a league like this, and don't just go wide receiver, because now you have to make some tough decisions. And I'll also be honest, the reason why I wanted to go Lamar there was mostly because I'm almost in the mindset these days that if I can't get one, I want to get the other in terms of elite quarterback or elite tight end, or even just like Hawkinson Andrews. If I can't get Hawkinson Andrews Pitts, like that back end tier, then I want Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Kyler Murray, or Patrick Mahomes. I want one of the two. And that doesn't feel great after starting two running backs. So now I'm still behind that flex and that tight end, but it's not too bad. Now, again, I really do like Saquon and JT at the top. I don't usually go running back, but if I was to go running back, that would be the start. That would be the start where I do that. I'm going to sneeze. Hold on. If you guys didn't just say bless you to your screen, I'm genuinely upset. Who just went? Russ. And I want to say, how are you guys feeling about Juju? I was going to make a video. I mean, now we're so deep in the offseason, I can't, but like, I was going to make it like the thumbnail where it's like what to do with Juju, which is like stupid, but Juju's so tough because I really do like Claypool. I really do like Deontay Johnson, but I also really like Juju, man. Juju, it's very tough for me to give up on Juju. I have 2 draft boards open, but it's very tough for me to give up on Juju, man, because you don't just hit a top 24 season or whatever. You don't, like, at the young age that he did and not be good. And I've seen Jacob Rickroad, who's a very solid analyst. He's shown where this little gap in production, where like these players sometimes they go off early and they have a gap in production. Like you saw it with there's 2 guys that really, don't look at my search history, please. Amari Cooper stats. Like you see with Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper was sick for 2 seasons and then he fell off for 3, and then he was sick for 2. You see it a lot of times. You see the same thing with Keenan Allen. He's another one where that happened. Like if you come out early like this, like 1,008, like Juju did, where he went crazy his first 2, it's not crazy to see. Like I do think that he rebounds, you know. And I am with you, Tom. Like that is something more in redraft where we could be heading into his 3rd straight like ass season, you know. But I do think that Juju rebounds eventually, and that's kind of why I don't hate him as a pick, because I think if not now, then when? And how does that saying, if not you, then who? No, that's true. Keenan did get injured. I don't think Amari Cooper did, though. Amari Cooper just kind of sucked. I could be wrong. Jesus, I see we're at like 79 people right now. If you guys are just tuning into the stream, make sure, please, fellas, please. I don't even want to. I know I'm going to be upset by this number. 36 likes. That's actually not bad. 36 likes. Can we get to 50 likes, fellas? Go down below. Hit the like button. It's huge for the channel. Redraft means just like normal season long managed. So like this, what's on the screen now, that's just going to be normal season long managed. Dynasty is, so you have redraft and you have dynasty. Dynasty is like for the degenerate sickos, where there is going to be a portion of people in here, including me, that play dynasty, where you own your player. You do one draft, you own your players for life, and then you do one draft every year of the incoming rookies. How did I develop my fantasy football process? From, I would say, one, I am young, so I don't have like, obviously I haven't been playing for 20 years. I'm only 20 years old, but I have been playing for like 6 or 7, maybe 8, 9. Over time, and then listening to the right people, man. Listening to the right people. I think Rotoviz has, like, I really do. You got to be plugged into the right guys, I think, because everyone with a platform, the mainstream guys. I saw like a guy in Sirius XM yesterday tout like handcuffs. I wish that we had more time in the offseason, because I would love to make a video debunking handcuffs. But he was saying like, you should have been drafting Gus Edwards with J.K. Dobbins. That is not true. You should not be drafting a running back in round 3 and a running back on that same team in round 8, 9. It's not the worry. It's not the move. You're capping your upside there. You're playing for 4th place, but you can consume a lot of content, a lot of information from people that aren't even good at fantasy and just are kind of there because they were first in the industry. They were first onto YouTube, first onto Sirius XM. And just by being first, they have a lot of listeners, and that kind of gives them credibility. But I listen to a lot of guys like on Rotoviz. Stealing Signals is really good. Ben Gretch is super sharp. His Stealing Signals newsletter is very good. And I would say listening to more podcasts, listening to more people that are smarter than you. I'm like, I always say this, I'm genuinely a dumbass. Like, I am not the sharpest tool in the shed at all. So when you listen to people that are smarter than you, it rubs off on you in a good way. So I do try and listen to like good people like Sean Siegel, Ben Gretch, Mike Leone over at Established to Run is very good. I think Matt Kelly over at Player Profiler is decent. But yeah. Fuller goes off the board. Was that Gallup went off the board? Or no? Jesus, why did I say that out loud? Cooks went off the board. I'm pick 109. What's up, EG3? Hold on. All right. Had to tend to some things on my phone. Corey Davis goes off the board. Aaron Rodgers. Okay, Devonta Smith. I see it. I see the vision. Trey Sermon off the board. Respect. And KB9 just pissing blue. If Michael Gallup is here, I would really like him. Is Gallup here? Oh my God, he's hiding. Give me Michael Gallup all day there. Easy. I'm gonna answer this in a second. Hold on. Zach, yeah, this is PPR. All right, so we go Gallup. I'm gonna talk about Gallup in a second. I love Gallup. Herbert is now off the board. AJ Dillon is off the board. Okay, so running backs are going to be gone quickly, it seems. AJ Dillon, Damian Harris is gone. With a team like this, when I have Jonathan Taylor and Saquon Barkley, I'm probably not going to be taking a running back for a long time. Like, I'm completely cool just punting that position off, or like just RB3 in general. I don't need it. I'm behind on wide receiver. I need to be taking swings. All right, Antonio Brown is gone. Do we hit 50 likes? Let's go, baby. Bro, you guys are killing it. All right, so just know I'm deep in thought, fellas. I'm deep in thought. So Edmonds goes, I think 801 is actually a really good price for Edmonds. Gaskin's gone. Chart goes. Mooney goes. Man, oh man. Do I love making this pick? No. But in a PPR, man, I am really thinking about Jarvis Landry here. Huh. Man, the wide receivers are ugly. The 8th round, yeah. Let's just go Jarvis. That's just genuinely the best player on the board for me. Yeah. All right, Jarvis it is. I don't like that pick at all. I'm be honest with you guys. These aren't exciting picks at wide receiver. Hold on. I think it was the right pick, Jarvis Landry. Like it didn't feel great at all. Did not feel great at all. God, that did not feel fun. I'll say that much. That was not fun. Noah Fant is gone. All right, so let me get back to that question real quick. Where was that? It was from, so who do you recommend? Currently listen to a lot of Nick Carlano, Mike Tagliere. I think that those guys are solid. I personally listen to a lot of podcasts, and I prefer like Stealing Signals on RotoViz. That's very good. I like Pete Overzet, Davis Maddock, those guys over on like Ship Chasing. So I think Ship Chasing is very good. I think Stealing Signals is very good. So that's Davis Maddock, Pete Overzet, Pat Corain. I like Pat Corain a lot. I like Sean Siegel, Ben Gretsch, and that's about it. I only listen to like a handful of podcasts. Now with Michael Gallup, I don't mind Michael Gallup at the 709. I haven't been able to get him a lot yet or of recently, but Michael Gallup is like, I don't know. Do you guys remember like how he was very good in his second year? I feel like people really do sleep on Michael Gallup. He is a legit stud at wide receiver. He's just buried on his depth chart. Can I see some stats? So I mean, 1106 isn't bad at all. I want to say this is going to be whack. Jesus. Hey, little Michael Thomas. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm really not trying to take Michael Thomas like at all in fantasy. Like I'm not really into having him on my bench or whatever and like trying to play that out. I just would rather not burn that pick. Unless if like we're talking, I mean, 8th round that gets juicy, but like for me personally, I'm good. Hold on. I need to go back into the glory days of Michael Gallup real quick. I got asked this question the other day. This is a really good site. Just like Fantasy Pros, you can sort by like points per game or whatever. Yeah, Michael Gallup. Where did he finish? I don't like points per game is good, but I'm too lazy to actually count that out right now. Gallup finished. Yeah, that's the wide receiver 22. He was a top 24 wide receiver. You're getting him at like a wide receiver 40 price tag almost right now. So if he like if Gallup could just be like a flex play, and then also if CeeDee Lamb or Amari Cooper get hurt, which Amari Cooper, I already have him, but if Amari Cooper goes down, he becomes a sick pick. Mike Williams, Marvin Jones, Michael Thomas. I need to get Pittman off my board. Jalen Waddle, solid pick, my brother. Curtis Samuel, okay. You don't think Ruggs has upside? Ruggs is one of those guys. I like from my dynasty videos or this like off season. A big thing in my process during the offseason was that these rookie wide receivers that don't produce in year one, they often don't produce ever, like top 24 seasons. So when a guy doesn't do good in his first year, I'm not interested. And on top of that, when you have a guy like Jalen Waddle at the same price tag as a Henry Ruggs, I prefer the rookie. I did a video on that a while ago where rookie wide receivers have like usually do better from a points per game basis, from a win rate basis than wide receivers that face planted in year one, if that makes sense. Logan Thomas is off the board. I do kind of start to see a world where like Logan Thomas and Noah Fant are, oh my God. Hussimo loves McCole Hardman. Hussimo, just so you know, I don't think that he's actually watching. I'm filming tomorrow my 5 do not draft wide receivers, and McCole Hardman will be on there. McCole Hardman will be on there. That's what people don't understand. He loves McCole Hardman. I don't understand. The wide receiver 2 on the Chiefs has never been valuable. McCole Hardman has never been good. Besides the games where Tyreek Hill was injured, he is literally just a handcuff for Tyreek Hill. I don't understand it. I don't understand how you take McCole Hardman over Rondale Moore, and I know that's the consensus. Rondale Moore has a higher ceiling. Like McCole, I don't understand how McCole Hardman gets there. How does McCole Hardman win you leagues in 2021? I need somebody to outline me that. Let me know if there's anybody in the chat that loves McCole Hardman. I know that there's people out there that will die for McCole Hardman. I don't understand it. He has never been good. He wasn't good in school. I don't know. Let me know how that works. But how are we feeling? How are we feeling about the squad? How are we feeling about the squad? Lamar. I'm telling you guys, Saquon and Jonathan Taylor is my dream RB star. Like that is my dream. Saquon's my RB4 and Jonathan Taylor is my RB6. Raheem Mostert, you can have him. I got a couple other tricks up my sleeve. Don't y'all worry. Who else do we have that's available? All right. I got a couple ideas. I have just been kind of stacking up wide receiver. I do need to look at tight ends soon. Marquise Brown goes, which is tough. I have a couple ideas. Fant. I did hear about Fant. I was hearing about like Andrew Cooper does really good stuff on tight ends on Twitter. And he was saying that Noah Fant, usually these breakout tight ends need to be top 2 in targets on their team. And because Noah Fant's on a team with Terrace Marshall, with Cortland Sutton and Jerry Jeudy, that he can't get there. And I kind of see where he's coming from. I do kind of see it. But man, like Noah Fant, like I just kind of want to bet on the talent when it comes to Noah Fant. If you switch Noah Fant and TJ Hawkinson, Noah Fant might have a higher ADP. Is that a crazy thing to say? I don't know. Let me know if that's where your guys' head is at. Yep. I had one guy in mind there. He will be taken. Terrace Marshall, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the squad, brother. Needed that. Love me some Terrace Marshall. So now we look decent. I told you guys, wide receiver is going to get thin. Like now we're looking at, when we look at wide receiver here, now we're in the 9th round. As much as everybody out there wants to say wide receiver is very deep, you're now looking at Henry Ruggs, Devontae Parker, Rashad Bateman, Gage, Beasley, Nelson Aguilar, T.Y. Hilton. Like in a managed league, I never want any of those guys to go in my flex spot, to be honest with all of you guys. That is never an optimal strategy. You're welcome, I guess. I was hoping that nobody saw your message, Tom. I've been the biggest Terrace Marshall supporter. He was my wide receiver 2 pre-draft. I loved him coming out. I think that he is genuinely. I made like a video or like a thread. I think that he is. I think that Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson are like the AJ Brown. I think Terrace Marshall is the DK Metcalf of that group. I think that Terrace Marshall is genuinely a very good running back or a very good wide receiver. Really stud prospect, a really good prospect. You're in like a 4.4, 205. Big, scored a lot of touchdowns. I think that he could lead this team in touchdowns, is what I'm very excited for. Damn, Tanyan. That's not good. I would have really liked Tanyan. Maybe I should have taken Tanyan over Terrace Marshall, but I just couldn't. Man, should I have taken Tanyan here? I think Tanyan might have been the move there. I just like if I came back and someone took Terrace Marshall, I would have been looking so rough at wide receiver, man. We're going to have to continue to take dart throws too at wide receiver, which sucks. There's literally no one else that I'm happy with at wide receiver. Damn, that's a good pick, man. That's a good pick going Tanyan there and Goddard. I'm fucked at tight end now. Huh. Oh, man. Oh, man. Another pickle. You guys are literally testing. You guys are literally testing me here. This is a very tough draft room. I got some ideas. There's literally almost everyone has a tight end besides me at this point. Hold on. I'm thinking this through. For a second. This is not good. Man, Tyler Higbee it is. Welcome to the squad, Tyler Higbee. That was not a fun pick. It's not a fun pick, but it's what had to be done. Jesus. You guys are slaughtering me. I was hoping for Tanyan or Goddard. Neither of them made it back to me. Like, I'm thinking maybe I take Tanyan here. Man, I don't know. I still don't know if Terrace Marshall makes it back to me. I mean, Tyrell Williams and Jacoby Myers, like those guys are very much lower. So I don't know. I don't hate the pick as much, but it's what had to happen. God, it didn't feel great, though. It did not feel great. Tannehill goes, it's a solid pick. I don't even like Higbee, but it's just what had to happen. You said the Anderson news hurt you for Dynasty. Yeah, I understand that, but I also I think maybe DJ Moore is the one that gets squeezed out. As much as I do like DJ Moore, there's just a chance that he doesn't get locked in long term. Amon-Ra St. Brown is gone. That's tough. Wide receiver is really drying up. Gesicki goes. Yeah, Gesicki was a guy I didn't want to have to take later on, and he goes here. Man, this draft board dried up, man. This is looking insanely rough. I love the team, though. I feel some of you guys were out here roasting me, but Saquon Barkley and Jonathan Taylor is a beautiful start. Come on. For what this room was, I don't mind this start. And I will say, in a room like this where it's this wide receiver hungry, I think it is an advantage to go no one in here went true 0 RB. I wish that it was me. I mean, with Calvin Ridley gone, I couldn't. I mean, I don't know. I could have gone Kelsey Ridley. If I go Kelsey Ridley, Cooper, Evans, this could have been Miles Sanders. So that's a cool idea. If this was, I wouldn't have wanted to force that, but in an alternate universe, I could have gone Kelsey, D-Hop. So Kelsey, D-Hop, Amari Cooper, Mike Evans, Miles Sanders, Lamar Jackson, Michael Gallup, Jarvis, then probably James Conner here. Would have been pretty, but whatever. Tannehill and AJ Brown stack, if you're correct. KB9, yes, sir. KB9's team is beautiful, man. I'll give him that. This is a very solid hero RB type team. AJ Brown, DJ Moore, Ayuk, Judy, Juju with Aaron Jones at the top, plus Kareem Hunt and Ronald Jones. That's pretty, man. Jalen Hurts goes. So now everyone has their quarterbacks, man. It gets ugly, dude. I actually think that Hussimo is playing this right at quarterback. I think Hussimo is literally on crack. Hussimo, for those of you guys don't know, it's Hussimo right here. He is he edits for the channel. He used to be he used to edit every video for the channel. I'd still say behind the scenes, he works on a lot of stuff. I would say Stafford was a bozo pick there by him. I was about to give him a lot of props. And he goes Stafford. So never mind. I retract the props. But I think the play there is everyone has quarterbacks locked up. No one's going to be taking a second quarterback for a while. I would have just kept hammering position players, and I would have gotten Justin Fields and Joe Burrow here. You said you like Jake's team? Jake's team at the 104. Adams, Metcalf, McLaurin. That is pretty. Pitts, Montgomery. I don't love the Davis pick, but I understand where he's coming from. I don't think there's enough. I don't think there's enough wide receivers. I think that's what puts me off of it a little bit. I probably go a wide receiver here. The problem is that wide receiver just dried up, but this is probably for me Debo, come back around, and then probably go Gallup here. And then instead of Pittman here, I probably go, I don't know. It's tough to work through a draft like that. Pollard went. Brady, this is why I wouldn't have gone Stafford. Hussimo, I was just about to give him credit. We still have Brady on the board, Joe Burrow on the board, Trevor Lawrence, Trey Lance, and Justin Fields. I guarantee that those 5 guys, or 2 of those 5 guys, are available in this range. I personally would have just waited on it, but that's just me. Kobe Meyer's gone, Ruggs gone, McCole Hardman. I forgot to cross him off. Man, and I still wish I had more wide receivers. I still Jarvis Landry and Terrace Marshall are not great rotating wide receivers. I don't like my depth on this team at all. But I don't know. This is just me kind of working through. This is a very classic bimodal RB team. So for those of you guys out there, you guys saw the title, top strategy video. This is bimodal. And this is what I do. This is just a hard room to navigate in because of how many wide receivers were taken. If this could have been Chris Carson in this range, James Robinson, maybe even David Montgomery in this range. Montgomery went 5th round, which is great value to be honest. But things dried up, dude. Robbie Anderson at the 509 was not fun. Gallup, Jarvis, Terrace Marshall. But my wide receivers, you guys know I love my wide receivers. This is not as pretty as I wish it would have came out. Who is this? Who is this? Webcamschat.com, hot girls and boys video chat. Who is this in my chat right now? Should I ban them? Who are these people? I'm gonna put user in timeout. I'm putting him in timeout. Go in timeout, brother. You're being too horny in my live stream. I can't have it. Jamal Williams goes. Hines goes. So I got some ideas. Devontae Parker has gone. I read it out loud. Just a joke. He didn't get me. I was just joking. Yeah, there's just tons of good quarterbacks on the board right now. That's what kind of bothers me. Let me see. Dang, that's a good pick, man. Sony Michel is a good pick. I was thinking about him there personally. And there's absolutely no wide receiver value. And for that reason, I'm going to just have to ignore it for now. I think I'm going to go Singletary. I think that's the pick. Or no, is Michael Carter still available? I know we're fading Michael Carter, but in the 11th round, I'm taking Michael Carter. Do have some pause. I will be honest. I do have some pause. Yeah, in the 11th, I will be taking Michael Carter here, guys. I've been a skeptic. Or I've been a Michael Carter skepticist, however you want to say it. But Michael Carter in the 11th round is kind of ridiculous, fellas. He was going like 7th, 8th round a couple weeks ago, and I honestly am with the fade, and I just moved him down the rankings. I think that he is someone we should be fading, but I think that the price was a little bit too juicy there. But the problem is that I do agree with you guys that Michael Carter should be moved down, because in the preseason he was kind of splitting snaps with Ty Johnson. It seemed like Ty Johnson was even ahead of him on the depth chart. They also had they even had Tevin Coleman was as a healthy scratch, as like the main guy on the offense. So I understand where we're coming from with that. But I mean, we're talking about a running back that could be the main guy. He was just a 7th, 8th round pick. So I mean, the discount at the 11th round, I will say, I think that it is a little bit tough. I know that he hasn't been getting as much time as we want. Like I said, I just can't pass up the discount. Maybe that's the wrong thinking, though. Maybe I should be passing up that discount. I don't know. God, you guys are genuinely burying me alive in this draft. I've drafted high stakes before, and because they're so running back hungry, I can usually get some good teams off in there. But Jesus, man. You guys are punishing me. Because I wish that, ideally, you want to have your wide receivers locked in place. If I could have just hammered, James Conner, came back around, Tony Pollard, Michael Carter, in, even a zero RB team, that would be perfect. These are all dart throws, but I do prefer the running back dart throws, personally. but I don't know. J.D. McKissic off the board. I don't know. I don't even know what to think about J.D. McKissic this year because he was pretty good last year, but I do think, I don't know. I don't mind taking dart throws on those guys where they're locked in for those PPR touches, and McKissic is now, I mean, like, there is a scenario where I know all of us want Antonio Gibson to be the guy, but there is a scenario where J.D. McKissic is now just, he is still there as like the PPR guy. Now I am looking around here. There's some interesting things on the board. I got some ideas though. How do I feel about Zeke this year? I don't like him that much. He sucked last year. We're getting no discount on it. I can't, I have a tough time getting there, and I don't think that he is that good anymore. Oh, I wanted Singletary, man. I wanted Singletary so bad. That's a good pick. That is a good pick. Man, I honestly thought that Singletary was going to get to me. I think our only choice is to go, and I don't like this pick at all, but we're going to go Alexander Mattison. So we'll go Alexander Mattison. Oh, you were saying all dart throws anyways in terms of like Michael Carter. I agree with that there, because with Michael Carter, these guys are just dart throws at this point. So if you can get a running back like, I mean, man, Michael Carter as a guy that was supposed to be like, in this Ronald Jones range, I love that value. And then Alexander Mattison, I just think I have my running backs locked in a way where if Dalvin Cook goes down, Alexander Mattison becomes great. I can either trade him, he can go into the flex spot and be great. So I think I'm in a spot where I think I'll get enough production from my two running backs that Alexander Mattison is a fun like RB3 type option. I would have liked that, man. Devin Singletary would have been really good there. Aguilar goes. I don't like Aguilar at all this year. I do think even on Mike Clay's projections. I'll pull this up. Like, people don't understand, like, and Mike Clay is not a Patriots fan. He just looks at like historical trends and stuff. He has, I think a lot of people would be shocked to see this. I'm going to show you guys real quick. This is a really good, this is his projections or whatever. Who am I looking for? Jacoby. Is Jacoby Myers leading that team in targets? And I know a lot of people think that it's going to be Nelson Aguilar. I was on Twitter today. People were saying, they didn't pay Jonnu, Hunter Henry, Nelson Aguilar, Kendrick Bourne, all that money to not use them in future Jacoby Myers. I think Jacoby Myers leads the team in targets. He had like a 24% snap share last year. He looked good on reception perception. Like, there's a lot of things going on for him that I like. So I like in commanding targets is a skill, and he commands a lot of targets. So that's why I'm kind of interested in him. Octavius Murray off the board. I'm not sure how to feel about Octavius Murray anymore. I think that's a good range for like where you're now getting him in like, bottom of the barrel territory. But I do have a problem with Latavius Murray where I have a hard time. Like, it seems like he might get cut. I guess I think that cuts, are they happening today? Are they happening this weekend? I know like players have been getting cut. I've been seeing all the cuts, but I'm a bit confused on like when is the official day that all the cuts get done. That is my question. Hussimo literally gets Rashad Penny in every draft. Okay. I appreciate that, Timothy. I appreciate that, man. Ramondre Stevenson in the late rounds. I love that. Thank you for the donation. I love him in the late rounds because I think Ramondre Stevenson is a guy to me where we are talking about like I really like his profile, dude. Let me pull it up on player profile. I really like his profile, and I'm gonna show you guys something that's kind of shocking here. Ramondre Stevenson, or not something that's shocking. That's kind of a dumb thing to say. But like Ramondre, who the hell is Trinity Benson? Cuts were done. Okay, so I saw people getting cut. I didn't know if today was like the final day of cuts. But Ramondre Stevenson, 4th round pick. I know he's like a 4.69 guy, whatever. But last year, he's 5'11", 231. He checks the size box. But we have a guy who last year in 6 games had 665 rushing yards. So he averaged 100 rushing yards per game, 7 total touchdowns, and he was involved in the passing game, 18 receptions, 211 yards. You also have to remember this year in 2019, Trey Sermon was there. He ran Trey Sermon out of town to Ohio State. That's how good Ramondre Stevenson was. And then he killed it in the preseason. I fuck with Ramondre Stevenson heavy. Stevenson is a very good bet because before Sony Michel, I was actually very high on him early on, and then they were saying, oh, he might be like a healthy scratch or whatever. But now that we have Sony Michel gone, Ramondre Stevenson is a guy that's going to mix in. He's very good on pass protection, and I think he gets a role. I think he's going to get some of the pass catching role. I've been saying this. I haven't really come out officially with it yet, but I think that he is going to have kind of that Rex Burkhead type role where he's going to be a do-it-all type of back. He's going to have his weeks. I like him there. I was actually talking with Cody about that with Ramondre Stevenson. I was talking to him behind the scenes that we were saying, like, Ramondre Stevenson could be, Rex Burkhead kind of guy. What's up, Cody? But we have this situation where I don't think he's going to get the healthy scratch now that Sony Michel is gone. He's interesting. He's been going crazy in the preseason. He's explosive. Like I like him. He looks good in pass protection. I think he's got like an all-purpose skill set, which is what we are pretty much targeting. So Kirk goes, Derek, what's up, my brother? Underdog, I don't know, man. I think I'm probably leaving after this draft. I'm telling you, we're gonna make up for the quantity with quality. We're gonna go every single day, one draft live stream. Just because I'm grinding like crazy, fellas. We're dropping like 1-2 videos a day plus a live stream. Man, so I got some targets on the board. I got some guys I'm thinking about. I got some things. We're going to be doing underdog tomorrow, though. We're going to do some underdog tomorrow. We're going to do underdog tomorrow. For those of you guys out there that haven't tried underdog, for everybody that's in here listening, these drafts on underdog are the best way to prepare for your fantasy football drafts because you go into a sleeper mock, you go into like an ESPN mock, a Yahoo mock. Everyone's doing auto picks by like round 5. No one has money on the line. It's probably like 12-year-olds in there. But if you hop on underdog and you want to try my hero RB, bimodal RB, zero RB, any of those strategies, use those on underdog because there's actually money on the line. Everyone can put in like $5 and no one's timing out. Everyone's picking who they would actually pick with money on the line. And you can do that for literally $10. Use $10. My promo code Ron, you get a $25 bonus on top of that. That's $35, 7 drafts that you can now do for $5 each. And you can try, 2 drafts, 0 RB, 2 drafts, 0 RB, and kind of get a feel for the room and kind of where players fall off the board. So I think for literally $10, you can get 7 drafts in for practice. Please, before your home league, don't just go into your home league and raw dog it and go there and don't do your homework. Hop on underdog, get in a couple of those best ball drafts because you don't have to manage them in season. It's perfect. Perfect. Listen to Derek. Use that promo code for real. ESPN mocks, dude. ESPN. I used to, dude. Back in the day, like in high school, I used to just grind ESPN mocks. People would like auto. I remember like people would spam in chat like, "Don't auto, don't auto, don't auto." Everyone fucking autos, man. No one trying to stick around for that. All right, so I got some ideas. Kenny Gainwell is gone. Gronk goes. This is a tough spot for me right now. James White is gone. We're going to get the boy. We're going to get the boy Diami Brown if he's here. Please don't make me look like an idiot. Is Diami Brown still available? He's going to be deep on sleeper. There he is. All right, let's get Diami Brown. I love him. That's a fine pick to me. Fields goes off the board. Diami Brown. Who else is like interesting on the board? All right, so I got a couple guys that are interesting. All right, so I got some ideas. 2 running backs. I think we probably try and get. So I have a couple guys of mind actually. Yeah, so this is what I'm saying, guys. Like, we all went early quarterback. Look at the quarterbacks on the board right now. And I know that this isn't groundbreaking stuff. Obviously, JJ Zachariason has done the late round quarterback stuff. But when you can get Joe Burrow in the 13th round, like Matthew Stafford in the 10th is a reach. Like, and I'm saying relative to the price. Like, you have Ryan Tannehill, Jalen Hurts, when you could have just gotten Joe Burrow in the 13th and paired him up with now Trey Lance coming around the back end. You guys get what I'm saying? And that almost like I took Lamar Jackson. That was the reason why I didn't want to take Josh Allen early, because I know how these drafts shake out, and I knew that I could have gotten, I could have been here at the 1309, taken Joe Burrow, came back around, taken Trey Lance, been good to go. Yeah, you said ESPN is just dude. ESPN, they haven't updated their player pictures. Like, same thing with NFL.com. All of those places. Underdog has like everything. Dope. Like, you can go to your account, you can check your exposures, like how many of each player you have. You can not only like search up, like, let's say James White, you can search up Patriots and it'll bring your Patriots exposure. It's beautiful. DJ Moore, top 15 wide receiver this year. Absolutely. Lock it in, my brother. Also, for any of you guys that are out there that are new, make sure you go down below. Leave a like on this video. It'd mean a lot. Also, subscribe to the channel, man. I'm dropping daily videos. I'm dropping daily live streams for you guys to get prepared for your fantasy football drafts. We're really out here. All right, so the guy that I had on my mind, I think you guys are going to kill me for this, but I'm going to go Evan Ingram. I think he's just a good depth tight end behind Tyler Higbee. We'll take that. We're going to have to be streaming tight end in here, but it happens to the best of us. Preferred fantasy football settings, probably like I'm a fantasy football like purist, I would almost say, where like super flex and all like the cool stuff is like cool, like tier PPR and all like the, like, I get it. Personally though, I kind of like the vanilla stuff. It's kind of like, like the standard, you have like Texas Hold'em when it comes to poker. You just have like, okay, that is what we've all accepted as the way to play. I like that. I like, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, a tight end, 2 flex. Something I even like, I kind of like the nostalgia of a kicker and defense and like a bench. I kind of just like, like that natural, just like a vanilla setting. Nothing too crazy. Oh my God, this guy is back in here. I'm banning you. I'm banning this guy. Who is this? He's gone. Webcam chat, hot girls and boys, video chat is gone. Man, he had quite a run though, fellas. He had quite a run. God bless him. DJ Moore having back issues. Let's look it up. Like you said. Hopefully I don't expose myself on Twitter. DJ Moore injury. Or yeah. How many picks am I up to? Okay, I got time. People you follow. Where is the any of the injury doctors here? Where are the injury doctors at? August 30th. Huh. I got a better way to look this up. This is like probably a bad way to look things up. Is this behind the paywall? Let's see. Moore did not play on Saturday for the Panthers. The wide receivers remain sidelined with a back injury. Oh man, this is interesting. Moore didn't play again, but still good to see Terrace Marshall solidly ahead of David Moore. Terrace played on all 7. Damn. Where should I go to find out more on DJ Moore? Let's look at maybe the doctors are a little bit more civil with it, so they go DJ Moore injury with the periods. Damn. Also completely unrelated, but I watched I watched Suicide Squad over the weekend, dude. And like this is completely unrelated, but I don't watch a lot of video, or I don't watch a lot of movies, and it was sick. I don't know if any of you guys out there fuck with like superhero movies. I dabble in the superhero movies. Damn. So I don't know what's the status on DJ Moore's injury. Am I an idiot? I don't know. Like where else do I need to go to find this out? Dang. Yeah, the new Suicide Squad, the new one. Right, let me take this off the screen. You do Javonte and Jamar Chase for Pittman and Damian Harris? Not a chance in hell, brother. Timothy, what's up? I got James Conner in the 9th round. Think he will be a boomer bust. Appreciate the donation. James Conner, somebody I've been drafting a lot of, and I like him because I actually, off the top of my head, what's the stat that I know off the top of my head? Kenyon Drake was second in rushes at the 3-yard line, like on the opposite goal line. He was second in the league at that. First was Dalvin Cook, and all of those rushes are probably going to go to James Conner. Chase Edmonds he's never taken a goal line carry. So we're kind of in a spot where James Conner could get the goal line touches. Now, the only reason that I'm a little bit hesitant, I actually really like James Conner. I would actually probably have him like pushed up farther, like into a spot that would get me in trouble. I used to be in a underdog. I was drafting a lot of James Conner. The one thing that's going against him is that we have JJ Zachariason has a really good stat about like breakout running backs, like the ambiguous backfield theory or whatever. And pretty much if 2 running backs are going in like the 7 through 9 rounds, if 2 running backs are going there, the RB1 in that range is actually the one that breaks out at a crazy high rate. So that's what kind of has Chase Edmonds going. But I don't mind either at cost, to be honest. I think that's probably going to be a split backfield. I think we see James Conner get the between the 20s and maybe even all the goal line work, and Edmonds just works as a receiving back. And James Conner gets there on touchdown efficiency, and Chase Edmonds gets there on just being, utilized more. But I like James Conner. I think that he's perfect as like an RB2 in a hero RB build. I also did see a comment a while back. Can I find it? I was going to mention this, but I got sidetracked. Dang. I don't think I can locate that. Dang. There was somebody that said like do a video on like your 0 RB, hero RB targets like at the end of drafts, and I will be making that video eventually. Is there anybody in here that I like? Yeah, all right. I think this is going to be Damien Williams. I really like Damien Williams for Chicago. Yeah. All right, I'm locking this in. Locking that in. Let's go. All right, what we got? Sleeper tight end targets. For me, sleeper tight end targets, I like Ingram, I like Gerald Everett, I like Cole Kmet, who I don't think has even been drafted yet. Yeah, I like those 3 a lot. Who has the best team? Should I give that out real quick? Let's think. I'll stick in here for like 5-10 minutes. Yeah, if you want to go really deep, I don't mind that at all. Yeah, that was the comment I was looking for. But yeah, I will be making like a sleeper video, and I'm gonna touch on the those running backs 100%. I'm kind of down to break down which teams I think are the best real quick. Let me take a little look-see. I don't mind EJM's team. I think EJM has a strong team. As much as it pains me to say where I don't like Ezekiel Elliott, or no, I don't. I think G. Spracio has a really strong team. Now that I look at this one, I think that's solid. I like Pesky's team. I probably take more wide receivers though, but I mean it's just tough in this room to take more wide receivers. But all right. I don't know. I think that this came out very even. I wouldn't say that anybody is looking like super stacked now that I look at everything. Most comes down to like who took the most wide receivers early. But that's going to do it for today. This was number 2 of these daily live streams I'm doing where we hop on here. We do some kind of draft where we either do like a mock draft like this was. We go out there, do a underdog draft again. Underdog fantasy football. Use my promo code Ron when you deposit $10 for a $25 bonus. That's going to do it for today. If you want the rankings that I used where I cross this off, literally $5, patreon.com/Ron Stewart. It's down below in the description, all that. So if you want access to any of that stuff, I appreciate all you guys coming out. I've literally, my live streams used to get like 25 viewers, and I think that we're just now at a spot where August is just sending us into an absolute whirlwind in the algorithm, and I'm thankful for it. So we're going crazy. EG3, this was a league. I'm going to send you the league safe link after I get off. We'll set things up on your end. No big deal. All right. As I said, make sure you go down there. If you are still here, make sure you like the video, subscribe. That's going to do it for today. I will see you guys tomorrow. We're going to have our wide receiver tier list tomorrow. The content's going to be crazy this week. So be on the lookout for a shit ton of videos from me. As always, I'll see you guys